How are you?
Very good.
Good. You didn't know you were going to play this space until this morning.
I knew I was going to a radio station, but that has a very different connotation where I'm from. It's usually kind of akin to a hospital ward. And then there's mouse traps everywhere, and you go in and sit down, and everyone's very nice, but, you know, we don't do theatres in radio stations.
Okay. Well, welcome. We're glad you decided to come by.
I'm delighted. This is
no
amazing.
mouse traps. This is a good space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've had some other Irish company in here. We've had Hosier in here. We've had Dermot Kennedy's played here, and now we have CMAT. Everybody. Fortunate.
The three horsemen of the Irish apocalypse. I think you'll find.
They're the ones I thought of immediately. By the way, happy belated birthday 1 month ago today.
Oh.
Yeah, about that, huh?
Yeah. That's precise.
That's very precise. What did you do on that day?
I can't remember.
Okay,
what
that's
did I do
good.
on my birthday? I think I probably played a show. Oh, no, I tell you what I did. I actually did a radio station in Vienna in Austria.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Was that better than your normal radio experience? Where would you place it between what you're talking about, radio experience back home and here? Where would it rank?
Probably somewhere smack bang in the middle,
Okay, cool.
I would say. It was definitely lovely, and they were legends. It was very cool. It was also, Vienna's a weird place.
Is it?
Have you ever been in
No,
Vienna?
I have not.
It's odd. It's a bit like Dublin, but Austrian. And I don't know how else to describe it.
Okay.
There's kind of chaotic energy there.
Oh, really?
I'm not really sure why or how, but I found some fabulous clothes there. So I was happy.
I was going to actually ask you about, as you tour and travel, you're really into thrifting, correct? Thrifting for clothes.
Yeah,
I
don't know if you can tell.
Is that something you seek out in every city that you go to? Do you have the time to do that?
I technically don't have the time, and I go missing from sound checks and things like that to go and
Look
do
what
it.
I got. I got the score.
Yeah, I was in Seattle yesterday, and there was a vintage cowboy boot dealer. It wasn't even a shop. It was like they were dealers of vintage cowboy boots. And they had this pair of mint green winkle picker cowboy boots where it like came over and like the toe like curls over like this. Yeah. And it was made of ostrich leather. They were just too big for me. I'm going to think about them until probably the day I die.
Yeah, you're going to regret it.
Yeah, I am going to regret it. I'm going to regret my tiny feet.
We got some resale stores here, some nice vintage stores here in Portland. They're kind of known for that, actually.
Yes, I've heard. I'm very twitching with excitement about it.
Yes. Let's talk about your records. By the way, both of her albums have gone #1 in Ireland.
Thank you. Thank you.
Crazy Mad for Me, the last album. Congratulations on the record, by the way.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful piece of work. I want to talk about one of the artists that worked with you on that, Declan McKenna.
Yes.
Worked with you on the record. I wanted to share the story that you shared about pitching the idea for the record. It had to do with watching a lot of Gilmore Girls and getting your hair cut.
Yeah.
Do tell.
So that song, Vincent Company, I basically had written quite a lot of it, but I couldn't finish it, and I couldn't finish the angle on it. So I showed it to Declan, and he was like, "Oh, this is great." And the song is about an actual mental breakdown that I did have when I was living in Manchester, and about the relationship that I have with the former crazy version of myself. And so I was describing all the events to him, and he was like, "Whoa, that sounds bad." And I was like, yeah, there's this one night where I watched 9 consecutive hours of the Gilmore Girls and then cut all my hair off while looking at myself in the mirror at 4 a.m. And he was like, wow, that's intense. And I was like, yeah. So I want to have a funny line in the song where I say, cut all my hair off trying to look like blah, 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 bald celebrity. So I knew I wanted it to be like a bald, famous person that I compared myself to for the idiom to work. So we made a really long list of bald celebrities that it could be. And then eventually because he knows more about football than I do, and he was like, what about Vincent Company? And I was like, oh yeah, that works. But I really wanted Stanley Tucci. But it just doesn't sing as well. Cut all my hair off trying to look like Stanley Tucci. Like it doesn't roll off the tongue as well as Vincent Company, which has lots of lovely consonants in it. Yeah.
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your first time in Portland.
Yes, first time ever in Portland.
Let's a round of applause for welcoming her to town.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts and impressions of Portland, Oregon before you came here?
The television show Portlandia.
Yes, yeah, it usually is.
Which I love. I absolutely love. Because I'm a big Sleater Kinney fan, so Carrie Brownstein is there. You know, I had to watch it. And yeah, I literally have come off the bus to here, so I still haven't technically seen any of Portland. But if anyone has any hot tips, do let me know later on. I'd like to see something weird.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? You've come to the right place. Tell her about it in the meet and greet. All right?
Yeah.
Also, you met a personal Portland icon, musical icon of yours. Beth Ditto is Portland, by the way.
Wow. Well, she's from
Wisconsin.
Arkansas. She's about 2 hours outside Memphis.
Oh, okay.
She's crazy.
She's rooted here, though.
I love her deeply.
Yes.
It was like talking to a mirror. She's really weird and like doesn't stop talking ever. And she like grabbed my hand. She, you got them calluses on your fingers. You play guitar. What star sign are you? You Pisces or something? Oh my God, I knew. What date of birth are you? Like, it was one of the best conversations I've ever had in my life. It was insane.
What is it like being interviewed by Sir Elton John? That must be kind of surreal. You were a guest on his show.
The definition of surreal, because I basically did a FaceTime with Elton John. Which I did a FaceTime with Elton John, and it was I felt like I was talking to like an AI deep fake of Elton John, because I was like, there's no way that this is real, and I felt like it was a computer animated Elton John, but it was actually Elton John that I was supposedly having a conversation with. I couldn't tell you what I said. I felt like I blacked out for the whole thing. That was crazy. It was Elton John. Like, he was wearing a purple velour tracksuit with Elton John written on it in diamante, and there was like feathers and stuff in the background, and he had those little dangly earrings on, and I was like, it's literally Elton John. It was crazy.
That would be so bizarre.
It was weird.
You should go to his place in Atlanta. He's having a big estate sale. He's selling all of his old Elton John merchandise.
What?
That's right up your alley, I would assume.
That's 100% of my alley.
Yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
pop star memorabilia. It's my favorite thing.
I'll send you the link, and we'll go down to Atlanta.
Is he actually auctioning off his stuff?
Yeah, he has a home in Atlanta where he's selling off the entire place. It's his wardrobes, it's his plaques, it's a lot of his art, maybe some boots.
His wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, sign me up.
It's not exactly as cheap as the thrift stores of Portland, but you know.
You know, I could take out a loan.
Oh, yeah.
That I pay off for the rest of my life.
Yeah. The show is sold out tonight at Mississippi Studios. Thanks for taking time out for us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Give it up for CMAT, please.
Thank you.